Warning: the following podcast contains violent scenes that may be unsettling to some listeners. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome to the Firewall Training Course, young sentinels. In this session you will be provided with experienced playback from a group of fellow transhumans, encountering one of many leftovers from the Titans, somewhere out in the Kuiper Belt. You will be witness to the sensory input, emotions and thoughts of Ellis, played by Becca, Saul, played by Chris, Sorus, played by Quinn, and Roland, played by Slavek. The continuity XP is now operational. Feel free to use your mesh inserts to connect. We hope that your journey will be an enlightening one towards understanding and appreciation of our place in the universe. Eclipse Phase First Edition and the continuity scenario are licensed by Post-Human Studios. Search for Eclipse Phase if you want to find out more. Similarly, please look for Twin Cities by Night on your social media and podcast apps to always stay up to date with the new releases and to join our Discord chat. If you want to support us financially, you can find us on Patreon at Twin Cities by Night. So, while Saul and Sorus are checking out the problem with the airlock at the end of the fusion power plant module, Roland and Ellis make their way along the other side of this circular hallway in the center. And you reach the operations module that contains most of the controls of the station, as well as the server array that contains Hans, the resident AGI. And the airlock to this module is locked. I mean, locked is wrong, it's closed.
Ladies first. I'm kidding, Alice. Anyway, I try to open the closed door.
Yeah, just like you saw Saul do in the medical bay, you move your hand around till you find the manual override, and the door slides away and opens up.
Okay. What do we see inside? Sorry.
No, I was just going to ask, did it have the same kind of pressure release as when we left the med bay?
A little bit, but not as much. Not really.
Okay.
So you move inside, and it's also quite dark. Most of the terminals don't seem to be working right now. Sometimes you have like a big screen that Hans will show up on with like his infomorph face, and he's like this. He appears as this, very stern-looking man with short blonde hair. He's very direct with you usually, but, giving you orders most of the time. And then just taking care of all the station controls. But right now, everything is pretty much dark. And you see server racks on the sides, like huge amounts of memory banks and so on. And many of them don't seem to be operating right now. Like, there are some that are very active. You see like status lights flashing up, but many of them seem to be non-functional.
Okay then. How dark is it? Are there just the emergency lights there? Or...
Yeah, you can see, but it's not as bright as it used to be.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my whatchamacallit, electro tattoos, nano tattoos. My nano tats. To basically just coalesce on my forehead and just serve as light.
Right. You have a makeshift flashlight using your glowing nano tats.
It'll do.
Yeah, thank you. That makes it a little bit easier. Is it possible I have access jacks? Can I directly plug into Hans? Or some of the equipment nearby?
Yes.
I didn't know you were that kind of gal, Dr. Alice.
There's a lot of things you don't know about me, Roland. Shink.
Oh, God. Right, so you hook up a wire to like the main server that everything connects to. And, you can't access it right away because the connection is blocked. But I guess you could hack through it.
Let's go ahead and give that a try. I know I have programming. Would that help me? Or does it need to specifically be hacking?
It needs to be InfoSec.
InfoSec. Oh boy.
Yeah, I don't actually not have it.
No, I don't, but I have interfacing.
Yeah.
Question.
Yes.
Could she use Moxie even though she doesn't have the skill?
I think she could actually.
Sweet, let's go ahead and use one of my Moxie, and I'll just go ahead and succeed at it.
Okay, with sheer brute force and some clever thinking of what passwords Hans would usually choose, you break through the access lock basically, and start up a connection. And the Eclipse phase has this concept of an inner eye. It's the entoptic display, so you can see things that you receive from like mesh connections, before your inner eye. And so you see basically this face of Hans that I described, but it seems wrong. Like it seems to be, not functioning correctly. Like he's in this constant neutral, he's making this constant neutral face. And then you hear a distressed voice of Hans.
Hans, what's going on?
What do you do here? Leave me alone.
What happened?
Everything is infected. Everything is full of the gray dust. Everything is infected.
Andromeda, do you know what he's talking about? What's this gray dust?
You wouldn't know, and Andromeda also returns like, I have no idea. And Hans continues, gray dust. It's the virus. Everything is full of the virus. Everything needs to go out into space.
Oh. Hans, did you do this?
I think so. I can't remember. I sent away the memory bank. It's probably infected.
So right now I'm just directly plugged into Hans and nothing else. Like I can't search him through programming means.
Oh, I think that goes a bit far. Like you open up a connection with him, but like you don't have him on a surgery table in a way.
Gotcha. And that totally makes sense. I'm just asking so I get a feel for it.
Well, yeah, you have a crew member that has InfoSec and that could totally do that, but he's not here.
Okay, at that point, I'll go ahead and safely unplug myself, right-click to disengage the UBS drive.
Anything interesting?
I think Hans is behind what happened. He starts talking about gray dust and an infection and pointing over to the memory banks. It looks like he has disconnected what happened from himself. He's very distraught.
I sort of kick the machine. Fucking clankers.
Well, that's not going to help us.
It hurts your foot.
I'm an Olympian. I can take it.
I don't have the means to get more information from him, but I think the other two do.
Yep.
You recall that he pointed out via the doctor bot that one specific server was very important.
Can I tell just by looking at one of the memory banks?
Oh yeah, they're numbered, or at least like they have a letter number code.
Yeah, so I mean, which one's the HK one?
Well, I mean, you can do this in character. It's not like it's hard. You go through like rows, columns, and whatnot, and after a while you find one that should be fairly recent, actually. Like they are arranged by the time that the memories were generated in. So you find HQK01. It's disconnected, or at least it seems to be turned off. But, like, back to your question, you could hook up to that as well.
I can power it on with my eelware.
I mean, you could probably power it up regardless, but...
Oh, okay,
sure.
So it's not like this damage.
Hans is not using it right now. Like, he sent it away and he told you, like, he thinks everything is infected with something.
Infected
exovirus? Oh, well, we'd be dead if it was an exovirus. Maybe.
I do have some concerns about just hooking into it directly. Andromeda, is it possible to hook up the memory to the medical bot and have the medical bot replay the information for us?
Well, that's a good question, actually. Well, it's one layer of abstraction, but if it truly does contain a virus, it probably breaks through breaks through the medical bot. Like, that doesn't offer much security at all.
Is there a way to do it safely and keep the memories contained without infecting?
I don't know. I don't know the range of the infection. I don't know if it really is infected.
Well, something happened.
Yeah, Hans seems out of it.
All right, well, there's only one way to find out then. And I will connect directly to that one.
Okay, so this one I'm gonna say you can't just access with Moxie because this one is highly encrypted. Like, this is you have to consider this like an AGI like Hans. That's a person, and you are basically trying to read out like their memories or their thoughts from a certain time period.
Okay, then I realize how complex this is. Withdraw. Let's go see if Sorus can help us with this.
I have one question. So I have whatchamacallit, profession security ops.
Yes.
Could I use that instead? Because I'm not sure what it really covers. It doesn't say.
Well, we can say that you were part of the Kepler staff that was concerned with like data security.
Right.
So you would have a feeling for the kind of passwords that Hans uses.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore, I would allow a roll.
Okay, then.
Or rather, I think I would pose it as a question to the group. Hans likes to use in-jokes as passwords. And he has this particular interest in a show he always watches that you find really irritating, because it's basically like a snuff show. Like, you get this setup that convicts from a certain area are sent into virtual reality, like fighting for their freedom over their death.
I have interest ancient sports.
What?
I mean, when we talk as a group, when they get to us, we can discuss. I have a couple angles I could approach it at, but we'll see, I guess, when they talk to us and tell us what's going on,
But like, I could see myself talking with Hans about blood sports, just like casually, about his favorites and stuff like that.
Do you want to meet up first? Or do you want to
Yeah, let's meet up.
Okay. Well, I guess you take the route back to the medical bay first, or do you go to the fusion power plant? Because that's where the other two were headed.
I'm fine meeting like in the middle, like by the fusion power plant, like where we just decided to go destroy the medical bot when the other two come up on us.
Yeah, I think like it would work out. I mean, it makes sense that Ellis and Roland would walk to the fusion power plant because that's where the other two were headed.
All right.
So
Sounds good.
Look who decides to join us, right when shit's about to get dirty.
Yeah, Alice, you immediately see shit indeed got dirty because all your work is ruined. The plantation is ripped open, and like a constant flow of dirt and debris is flowing through the one airlock into the fusion power plant module and likely into empty space.
What the fuck did you guys do?
It was like this when we got here.
Yeah, you tell them. Dinosaur robots, right? It was like this when we got here.
Well, this could explain Hans a little bit.
Yeah.
Why? What did Hans do?
Well, I was able to talk with him just a little bit, and he's concerned about an infection.
What kind?
He gray dust, gray.
Could it be nanites or something? Nanobots?
I don't know. He didn't give me much more than that. He was just very emphatic that it was inside, and holding up the module, he has separated memories from himself.
Well, I've tracked down to what's blocking our wireless. It's that fucking medbot. I knew something was off with that son of a bitch. So I'm gonna go take it out. And then we can talk about getting in here.
Wait, take it out? No, that's not a good idea. We can take it offline, but don't destroy it. We might need it.
Well, do whatever. We take it offline and it doesn't stop. Then we're going to take it out and then we're going to get our wireless back. And we're going to find out what the fuck's going on here, lady.
So with you all getting really agitated, I'm going to require you all except Sorus to roll me a straight durability test.
Is it for toxin or?
No, it's for asphyxiation.
Asphyxiation, okay.
Because you still haven't fixed the wide open hole into empty space.
I failed.
I passed.
I passed.
So do I feel like lightheaded and everything, or?
Yeah, you feel really short of breath, like, like taking a hike high up in the mountains, and you've walked yourself off, and suddenly you're feeling very powerless.
Listen, like, I gotta, something's got to be fixed here.
Seeing the extreme change in Saul, Alice will pass off the module and go to support him, and being like, "Let's get back to the med bay.
We gotta take out the fucking stupid robot thing."
Hey, first things first. Let's get you handled.
Guys, our board robot, fix shit.
Make sure he gets some oxygen or something.
Yeah, I think it's wise we all go back to the med bay right now.
And as I was saying, like, maybe we can. I can see if I can go to the machine room and see if I can like fab up like a cover or something for the hole. Just like just block it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Mind if I go with?
Yeah.
Everyone except Saul, because he's kind of out of it right now. Give me an intuition check. 3 times intuition, actually. So your score in intuition times 3, that's basically your skill level.
Okay.
Because I'm looking for something like quick thinking.
I succeed.
I failed.
I succeeded as well.
Alice, you get the idea first, like, holy shit, you can just seal off the fusion power plant. Like, the outside seal is open. But
well, I mean, it's ruined in here anyways. Guys, let's seal off this area for the moment. That should stop the leak. We'll figure it out later. Let's figure out what's going on first.
Yeah, okay. Good idea, probably. Can fix it later.
All right, so we all pull out and then go ahead and seal the areas leading to the fusion power plant.
Yeah. It has like a manual control like all the other airlocks you've passed through so far. And it does indeed close up.
Do I start getting my, like, when it's closed and we're in the med bay, do I start getting my bearings a little bit? Enough to where I can communicate with Brian? I know I probably can't communicate.
You can communicate. You're just feeling like you've been, like in a hot summer day, like suddenly you feel that you see
dehydrated
stars in front of your eyes. You're feeling really powerless and kind of nauseated. But Brian, it only takes a few minutes.
Brian,
can I get him some water from the nanofabricator?
Oh yeah, that's easy.
Yeah. I'm gonna stir it with my finger a bit when he doesn't see. And that's actually going to release oxytocin A into the water.
Yes,
this is 0G. You can't have like an open water. You have to have like a little squeeze bottle.
Well, you probably can tap it up in like a toothpaste thingy.
Right. Yeah. That's probably the best.
With like a toddler suction thingy, and
you could probably do it on the part where you put your mouth on it if you want to do your spy stuff.
To do it covertly, though, please give me a palming check, Roland.
Palming? Oh, yes. I don't think I have that.
Well, I think you get it. I think you just like have base or something.
Yeah, I'm just there's so much stuff here. Yeah, never mind. I won't even attempt that. This makes sense. Or you know what? I'm just gonna spend my only moxie on it.
I like the first option a lot better than that second option.
No, it's not really that bad. It just makes you feel that I'm very trustworthy and nice.
You owe me from the last one shot, so let's just do one top go.
Yeah.
All right.
It's just basically making sure he likes me.
Brian, access intel. We've collected already. Tracking. Bring up information on Hans.
Okay. Hans is an AGI by the Argonauts, controlling the Kepler pretty much all the time. The rest of the crew in morphs changes from time to time, as morphs experience the isolation more than, well, an AGI as an infomorph would. Hans has been a hardcore Argonaut for as long as I know. Tracking his mesh ID when we still could, I could find nothing that would suggest otherwise.
Argonaut, can you explain to me one more time in game terms? Just
Yeah,
simply what
they
Argonaut?
are researchers that were fed up with basically capitalism. Like they moved away from the more conservative inner systems close to the sun or close to the Earth that is now abandoned, and they found a new place on the outer edge of the solar system, and they strongly believe in like freedom of information and so on.
So let's focus in on last week. Were my assumptions correct in the fact that we think that he might be working with the target, with him being a whistleblower?
Well, I don't know. Right now, it's an assumption. We are actually, we're quite sure that the Argonauts are somehow in this. They would like to collect this kind of information.
Yes, I'm concerned that my cover's been blown and that now they're doing cleanup right now.
Well, in that case, it looks like they're accepting a lot of collateral.
That's what I'm worried about. This dust that he speaks of, does that come across any records that we've been tracking?
No, I have no idea what he might be talking about, and I don't have any recollection of, material on this station that seemed out of place.
Here's the thing, Brian. If we knock down this wireless like I plan to, I need you right away to get on action. You understand?
Who do you want me to contact?
First, contact the client. Let them know that I think things are moving beyond my control at this moment, but I'm going to try to collect it in. Second, I need access to video records that show what exactly happened to these 4 other flesh hosts that are here. Third, we cannot trust 2 of them. The robot dinosaur, whatever he wishes to be called, I'm not concerned about him at the moment. I'm going to keep up my facade for now. Until then, I am feeling out of control with the lack of oxygen, so we need to be cognitive. Something may slip out against my will. I got to play my cards closely right now, okay? But I need to get this wireless up, and the moment that I do, I need you to act accordingly, okay?
All right.
Yeah.
I would suggest finding the machine shop and grabbing whatever equipment you find there.
For protection?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, here's the plan. I'm going to get the wireless up. I'll take Dinosaur Bird Robot with me because he was talking about wanting to go there to create something to block off the damage to the hull. I'll go ahead and claim that. If we have to make a move, we have to make a move. I need you to track subject 1. You understand?
Affirmative.
All right. And as I come to, I'm going to be like, we need to get the wireless up, folks. It's absolutely imperative. There's some kind of threat going on here. We need to get this going.
If this is a virus, an actual virus, then putting up the wireless is probably the worst thing we can do.
She hooked up to it, right? She's fine. Doctor, how you feel?
Wireless and hardware, I directly plugged into it. It's a difference.
You directly plugged into it. So you're feeling fine, lady?
Well, I couldn't really see what the memories were.
So why are you dragging along that box? What's on that box that's so important?
It's the memories of Hans that he specifically sectioned off.
What do you feel like a closeness to it? You need to carry around with you? I thought you said you access his memories. You know, you and the robot thing are really good at showing your emotions on your face or whatever you call a face.
I'm going to give you a pass because you're extremely out of it right now. But that rude behavior needs to stop. We're all in this together.
I understand that. I just need to know.
As you are having your talk in the medical bay, you hear a sharp rumbling sound and like literally everything shakes for a moment.
Okay.
And then you feel like another air exchange going through the entire station.
Sorus, what could that be? I need you to start looking into that. Second lady, what is on that box? You need access to that box. What's preventing you access on that box?
Well, the fact that I can't actually access the information.
So what's stopping you?
My name is Alice. You know that, Saul. Stop calling me lady.
Alice, I'm trying to be polite. What is on that box that has you carrying around the memories? What's stopping you from getting in there?
I don't have the skills necessary to hack into it.
Give me that fucking thing. Do you want to get in there? I thought we're working together. Now we're not? Give me the box. And we go.
Sorus, can you access this?
Yeah, do I want to access it? I'm not sure.
Listen,
Who has the highest infosec here? Like,
I have
or at least
infosec.
who has like a decent score in infosec?
I have 50. I don't know how decent that is.
That is
I
actually pretty good.
have a 68.
Yeah, even better. But you two would know, like, okay, if you had a research team of like professionals and like 2 months' time, you could probably hack it.
Oh, so we can't. There's no way that we can.
No,
Okay.
no, never.
Lady, listen, we're not going to get into that box. That's a lost cause. So our priority needs to be right now to get the wireless up. That's our only choice to survive this. Listen, Alice, I know what you're like, and I know your personality, and I know you're matter of fact, but this isn't a normal situation right here. This is where what I'm paid for. This is why I'm here.
Saul, you're rambling again. Please. First thing first. We know Hans. He used to do these passwords. You know how he did it with his stupid show. You know, the blood games. Anyway, what if we try something from that? You know,
Brian.
just try brute forcing it.
Brian, access file on Hans. Anything you know what he's talking about?
So Brian lists off a bunch of shows to you.
Do we have any records from security logs, events? Any idea what his password may be?
Ah, man. This really sucks. I thought you would find it out by yourself.
No, because here's the thing. I'm thinking it from the perspective on that Saul has been tracking shit here. You know what I mean? And that'd be one of the things that he's tracking
yeah,
for.
definitely. Yeah, right. So Hans has been watching this show down recently. And you know this is illegal in some places. Like, you cannot have this videos of this. And it's called My Little System Will Make You Suffer.
Oh, I heard very horrible things about that show. Fuck, I thought that shit was out.
Yeah.
That My Little Sister Will Make You Suffer. That show is... I thought we were past that stage in our evolution. And people still linger.
Oh no, there's darkness in this universe.
Man has killed man since the beginning of time. Future isn't any different.
Okay, we need to make a call. Are we going to get the wireless up or not? If we are not going to get the wireless up, I need to move on with Sorus here to the equipment area so we can work on fixing the hull breach.
We can certainly do that.
But we need this wireless up, Doctor. I need access for security.
Roland, do you think that you can brute force your way in?
I can try. I mean, I've talked with him about these shows a couple times, you know, whatever.
Okay.
I'm more into different stuff, but gladiator fights, whatever. But, you know.
Question, and I don't want to be an antithesis to the group. I'm not trying to like play against a group, but while they're focusing, if they try to focus to brute force that box, would it be difficult for me to get the wireless back by putting the med bot offline? Or would that stand out too much?
I mean, I would say you could probably like, what skill would it be? Well, doing things covertly is usually palming.
Palming? Okay.
Yeah.
How do I only have 20 in that? Motherfucker.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like,
okay, I'm gonna take this from a different angle. I'm like, Doctor, listen, and I know everyone's stressed out, Alice. While you guys are hacking into that, can I get that wireless back on so I can do my job?
Andromeda, would it be wise to turn on the wireless at the moment?
Well, Hans told us specifically not to. And he set up the jammer probably himself. Just like he opened up the airlock to like suck out all the gray dust, as he called it.
Saul, I think it's best that you go figure out what that sound was. I think the wireless needs to remain offline for the moment, as uncomfortable as it is.
Brian, I think we're at a dead end here. I can't press this any further. We'll have to wait. Something's going on here, though. While I'm working with this, Sorus, please start correlating why Hans would do this, put us dead in the water to support his cause. Sorus, do you feel comfortable coming with me up there?
Yeah.
All right, let's go see if we can get this taken care of and find out what that noise is.
All right, so I'm going to stick around with Ellis and Roland. And so I guess Roland is trying to access the server?
He is.
Do you have access checks?
I think...
You could probably hook it up to something in the medical bay and then use it that way.
I'm still just going to be brute forcing the password, so technically speaking, Yeah, I have basic mesh inserts, whatever that is, but that just makes...
That's wireless, but that doesn't
Yeah, that's
work right
wireless,
now.
right? Yeah, I don't have
Now
normal
give me a
plug.
straight interfacing to see that you can like hook it to something.
Yeah.
Hook it up to something, and then you're pretty much good.
Can we do it that Alice interfaces with it, and I'll just tell her what to basically do? Because my interfacing is terrible. I don't have any of the electrical skills.
Okay. Seeing that Roland's having a difficult time doing it, I'm like, okay, let's try this again, and I'll plug in.
Right. You plug in, you know it's all encrypted, but I mean, you could enter a password.
All right, Roland. What's your guesses here?
I start guessing, the names in in My Little Sister. At first, just the participants, whatever, and afterwards I just switched to like the minor details, like Starbucks coffee. Or
you find it's like the name of the show itself, like it's only My Little Sister will make you suffer, and you do.
Wow, this is a terrible password.
Maybe he wanted you to access this.
Fair point.
Ellis, you are flooded with images at first, but Andromeda like quickly helps you out to sort through, and you move backwards through time to find your most recent like scheduled backup, that the last memory you have, and then you move forwards through time again to like find out what happened after that. And through like a variety of camera angles throughout the station, you see the crew for a few days, and you find out you 4 or 5, if you count Hans, you got contacted, or no, you had contact via radar with the Istari. The Istari is a mining ship that sometimes passes by the Kepler station. It's actually very rare. Usually the Istari is just moving across the Kuiper belt, like blasting comets for minerals and whatnot, and collecting the dust. So you try to send messages to the Istari. You get nothing in return. And when it came closer, you realize it's starting to get off course, like it's getting really close. This is unusual. And also at some point you start realizing, this ship is really damaged. Like something's majorly wrong, but still you get no answer from the Istari. So like a week before it would potentially collide with the Kepler, you decide to sleep in the backup morphs that you had planned. Now, weirdly enough, these are neotenic morphs. They're very small. These were designed to be resource saving, but they retain like a childlike appearance. So this is quite unusual to see like 4 teenagers basically board the shuttle that would sit in the machine shop and then leave the station with only Hans left behind. And then everything is dark for a little while, until obviously Hans starts to panic. Something seems to be majorly wrong, like systems start failing. You see him ejecting the Farcaster module into space. It's on one hand a communication device, on the other hand you can use it to send egos far away in a safe manner. So he ejects that into space. He orders a robot to like weld this bar across the airlock opening in the fusion power plant. And you also then see him in like a panic move, probably using your backup to sleeve you into your morphs that were sitting in the medical bay all this time. But something was definitely wrong. And going through the stuff, you see that he actually then, after some time, got a message from the Istari, and he cut it off because somehow it seems to be dangerous and his systems must have freaked out. And as you take a look at this incomplete message, I do need you to roll a cognition plus intelligence plus savvy test.
Okay, so that's 50 total. I got a 21. So I believe I passed.
Yeah, you passed, and that's good. So you take a look at this message, and It seems to be an audio file, like an audio transmission. And, well, you just start playing it like everything else that you just looked at. And it's this weird, really distressing buzzing sound. Like it makes you feel like someone is scratching fingernails across a chalkboard. Like it's awful. And you like immediately turn it off, and you manage to shake it off. Like, well, that was terrible.
And when we re-sleeved those little bodies, they never came back from the Astari.
No. And you have no idea where the shuttle really went.
Oh boy. And that's about as much as I'm able to glean.
Yeah.
All right, so I will go ahead and unplug at that point. Okay, that opened up more questions than answers. Apparently the Astari was coming by, but there's something wrong with it. Our previous versions, we re-sleeved to go check it out, and we never came back. Hans was very distressed, but the biggest thing that we were able to figure out was the Astari was transmitting some kind of message, and he stopped it. And I think that's what freaked him out. So much so that he ejected the Farcaster.
Well, if he would have been compromised, he would have acted against us more. But still, I'm not sure if this virus, what the hell it is. I'm gonna be honest, computer's not my specialty. But I'm not sure to which degree we can trust our AGI companion. Might already be compromised. I know. Just be careful. That's where they went. Oh, fuck. Put a lot of effort into those, you know? A lot of experimental stuff.
Well, if anything, this gives you a clean slate to try again, assuming we get this situation resolved.
Well, I don't need a clean slate. I need data.
Speaking of situation to be resolved, Saul and Sorus, you made your way down to the machine shop, and, well, upon first inspection, a lot of stuff that was just lying about here, like the lighter weight tools, seem to be ejected into space now. There's still some closed up shelves on the sides. You also know there's 3 in total cornucopia machines that you could make larger objects on, but obviously it would take time. Most importantly, though, the shuttle that was parked here, the shuttle is missing. Instead, you have a straight view through this large submodule to the other end, where you have another larger airlock that leads to empty space. Well, normally it does, but it has opened up, and connecting to it is a dark rubber tube in a way. It's black and it has a large diameter, and you know this is like a connecting tube that would lead to another ship. So this rumbling sound probably means something has docked with the Kepler. You get like a foul stench from this opening. Something seems really wrong.
Oh, hello again, folks. I'd like to tell you about the Facebook group we run called White Wolf and Onyx Path RPGs, Gameplay and Media. Have you ever wished you could have an easy way to find gameplay videos and podcasts, or just media in general that deals with your favorite White Wolf role-playing games? Or have you ever wished you could find a forum to share gameplay that you have recorded? One that won't be drowned out by random posts and discussions, so that your media could get the attention you deserve. The group is specifically run with the sole intent of it being a one-stop shop for people to view or share media involving the games we all love. We take thorough steps to ensure the page does not become cluttered and is easy to traverse. The group is already immense and continuing to rapidly grow, with new media being shared every day. Stop on by. We hope to see you there.